Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right. You tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast, where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. Before we get into the nonsense, I just want to let you guys know you can follow us on all of our socials on Instagram and Twitter at ViewAnonPod, on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group, on YouTube, Viewers Anonymous. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so every time we drop an episode, you'll get alerted. And you can also hit us up on Patreon. Follow us, become a viewer. Only $2.99 a month. You can get all our behind the scenes episodes, all of the extra content that we put out. And last but not least, whatever you're doing, stop it. If you're listening, stop, push pause, back out. Remember your timestamp. Roll on over to Spotify. Start there or restart it. And listen to us or watch us on Spotify. And make sure you follow us there as well. Help us get our numbers up on Spotify. What's up, my guy?
Can't call it, man. Just still dealing with shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, my last great aunt passed away this past Saturday, which that was appreciate it. That was my dad's favorite aunt. She was the one that my dad could be like himself around.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I ever told you this shit, bro. Let me tell you just a real quick funny thing about my dad, real quick. So you gotta imagine, like, obviously my dad's a grown, always been a grown ass man to me, but it used to be funny was like my like when my grandma would like come into the room, like my dad had like some beers or something, like grandma come in.
Hide it.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
I'm like, man, my dad would be like 50-something years old. I'm like, why is you hiding your beard?
Listen, that's his mama, bro.
Hey, but it used to be so funny, bro. Hey, it used to be so funny, bro. But when he would be with Aunt Hilla, like, she drinking, he drinking, she smoking, he smoking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like when grandma, that just be so funny, but he would hide his beard behind the damn nightstand and shit. But I used to bust out laughing, but that shit was so funny to me.
Right.
But yeah, she had passed away, man. And
sorry to hear that, bro.
I appreciate that, man. But check this fact out. And I learned this. I meant to tell you off mic. I learned this when I had to go pick my dad's plot and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I knew like the church of where he got buried at. Like I knew like our family had that was like our family church or whatever.
Yeah, you said y'all started it, right?
Yeah. Well, I did tell you that. Oh, I didn't know. But so the plots like that's towards the road, like my great grandfather bought all of his kids plots.
Yeah.
So all of their plots are paid for. And so they was like, it's only one more person that's gonna be buried there, and that's my Aunt Hilla. She's the last of my great grandfather's kids.
Okay.
And so her plot I already paid for because he bought all his kids' plots, and nobody else is gonna be buried like up in that front part.
Wow.
But kids, yeah. So I thought that was dope.
Man, I mean, now don't get me wrong, it's not a good feeling, of course, but I do kind of admire the fact that you have like a family like area, you know what I'm saying, where you can go like and see, you know what I'm saying, like the elders of the family who've passed, and you know what I'm saying, like you can go kind of go down that history and see how long you guys have been there and like in that area and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that type of stuff is dope, bro, because I don't think people get the opportunity. And I know going somewhere like that is like kind of a somber feeling, but like the silver lining of it all, to me at least, is just being able to go and see your family history. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially knowing our history as you know what I'm saying, what we've gone through in this country, being able to go back and, you know what I'm saying, like place your family and where they've been, how long they've been there, and that type of stuff, bro. Like that's a gold mine, bro.
Dude, I'm really, man, now I kind of wish I knew a lot. I wish that I knew some of these things like back when my grandma was living,
Right.
because I have so many questions, because now come to find out, like I told you, like that land that that church is on and
Mhm.
that whole cemetery, he owned all of that land,
Wow.
and he built that church, got that church built on that land.
So he was a
And
pastor?
yeah,
That's
I'm
fire.
assuming it was, but then he also, so that's in Lyman. He also had land in Greer, and it's like now when you look, like he had acres, bro, and like
Yeah.
he gave it to his, well, he put his oldest son name on it,
Mhm.
and you know how people is, like
For
he
sure.
sold all those pieces of land and didn't share the money.
Oh,
But so like we don't own any of that land anymore, and nobody really got profit from it but him. But
yeah.
I'm trying to think, how did a black man in like the 30s or whatever it was
In
own
South
the land in
Carolina.
South Carolina in the South, bro? I'm like,
Hey.
what did he do? It's like I wish I could have known more about him, but
Yeah.
just for because I think that's fascinating. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
For a
listen,
black man in the South to own land.
you got Google, you got all kind of, you know what I'm saying, tools, the names, the birth dates, you know what I'm saying, the passing dates. So you can go look some stuff up, man. You'll be shocked at what you find, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to.
Like
I'm gonna have
what if your great grandfather was like the TD Jakes of South Carolina in the 30s, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like for real though. Like what if that nigga was like the what's the what Creflo? What if he was like the Creflo Dollar or like the Joel Osteen the fucking Greer, bro? That should be hard, bro. That'd be tough.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna
Hey,
have to. I'm gonna have to
bro.
research, man.
Hey, man. Let me tell you something, bro. Being a pastor in the South in like the 30s and shit. sh- Bro,
Man.
your grandfather probably kicked it with like Martin Luther King and like Al Sharpton and them and shit during the civil rights era and shit. For real, bro. I'm for
I don't.
real.
Like I said, I don't know when he passed, because
Yeah,
I don't even, honestly, to be honest with you, bro. I don't even know his name. To be honest with
yeah.
you, I don't know his name. I just recently, I
Is he
just
ba- he
found out.
buried? Is he buried out there?
I would assume he is.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about that, but
Oh, okay.
because, bro, I just found out when we were doing like my dad's obituary what my dad's last name was. I didn't know what it was.
Oh
I
wow.
always thought his name was Foster, but it
Right.
wasn't. And I just found out because we were sitting there doing the whole obituary and stuff. And then they was like, what was his father's name? And my uncle was like, Edward Burnside. I was like, damn. I
Hmm.
was like, I knew his name was Edward, but I didn't know his last name was Burnside. So I
Hey,
like,
hey, that nigga might have been like Shaft, nigga. He probably done whooped on some clan members, had to change his last name and move to Greer and shit. Hey man.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
know,
tell you, you'd be surprised.
but I
My
know he died
uncle.
early because he
Okay.
he he passed when my dad was in the 10th grade.
Okay.
So yeah.
I got an uncle named my uncle Sammy, who was my aunt Betsy's husband. Um, and he had to move to Ohio because he pulled a gun on a man for messing with his mom.
Mhm.
So he had to leave the South and come up to Ohio's, you know what I'm saying, for safety and shit. And we figured out like my mom did like a not 23 and me, but it's what's ancestry.com. She did
Mhm.
ancestry.com, but like we figured out like a lot of our family members had ended up moving and getting away from here and shit, or getting away from there because of situations like that. But also during the migration, a lot of them were on their way to Chicago,
Mhm.
but they ended up in Dayton and just stayed in Dayton. So like, nigga, I could have been living in Chicago. I could have been a YN, bro. I could have been a part of O Block, nigga, if niggas kept moving. You feel me?
Hey, you probably be thinking like, y'all, I'm probably gonna get to the pod, but like my sister, like she was like, cause she came over this weekend
Mhm.
and she was like, She said, something I think about all the time. Me and her talked about this before. She was like, if our family was just somewhere else, like
Yeah,
if we just wasn't in the, basically Greenville, Spartanburg County area. Like she was like, what if, we were just born and we lived in Florida, or we lived in Texas, or or like in a big city.
man,
And it's like
should
she
be crazy.
thinks about that a lot, and I'd be like, man, I have no idea like what our life would be like if we would
Hey,
just.
trying to tell you, bro, should be super different, bro. Like
Yeah.
that type of shit. I think about that shit all the time. Cause like, my dad's mom is from West Virginia. Like her family is from like West Virginia. So like
Um,
they in the Appalachians, and you know what I'm saying. Like they like mountain people and shit like that. So my grandmother, her mom is Meludgeon. So she's like what Abraham Lincoln was. She more of the black though, but she like what Abraham Lincoln is. So when I was younger, my grandmother used to tell me all the time, like, yeah, you got Native American and all these other, things. And I'm like, what? I don't know what none of this shit mean. And one day doing some shit about Abraham Lincoln in school, and they used the word meludgeon, but I heard my grandmother use that shit before. So I'm like, oh shit, like this nigga like my great grandma. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, my great grandma was meludgeon. They like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. You just talk like, no, I'm for real. Niggas wouldn't believe me, bro. But yeah, like when you learn little shit like that, bro, that shit be cool as fuck, bro. You get the, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get a little information on yourself, man, that you don't even know about. So that's what I'm saying, bro. That type of shit is, even though, like I said, it's somber, that shit is kind of cool though. So you able to go back and, you know what I'm saying, see the names of family members and at least be able to know the dates. That way you can kind of research them and shit like that. That's dope, bro.
yeah, I feel you on that.
Yes,
But
sir.
how about you, man? How you feeling? Everything good?
Uh, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm tired.
I feel you.
I am. And not tired like exhausted tired. I'm just tired, bro. So like, you know what I'm saying, for for people who have been listening to the pod for the longest, I went back to doing what I used to do at work. I still DoorDash every now and then, but now I'm actually back doing like a 9 to 5. And the job that I have, you gotta kind of cover up for the most of the part, because like you'll get dust all on you and fiberglass and resin and shit, and that shit ain't no good. That shit get in your skin and your pores. You be itching all day like a crackhead. It's just not a good look. And so I wear like jeans, boots, I wear a hoodie, I wear like sometimes I wear a scully and all that shit just to like cover up. So I sweat all fucking day from 8 to 5, basically. I sweat all day with that shit on.
Mhm.
Man, when I tell you, bro, I've lost a whole nother person basically off my body.
Hey,
Yeah, I've been losing weight like crazy since I've been working that motherfucker, bro. And I'm wore out. My body is tired. I've been going to sleep on time every night,
Mhm.
like an old man, bro. I'm out of there, bro. I turn on YouTube and just turn over and go to sleep. Just, you know what I'm saying? I just be out of there, bro. Every night, just I wake up on time every goddamn day. On the weekends, I wake up at 6 o'clock. It's just my body just done got back into that rhythm. But I mean, it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But it's just, you know how when you get tired, but you just be tired. You just be wore out. That's what I'm going through right now. I'm just going through a little bit of fatigue, but outside of that, I'm cool. I'm grateful that, you know what I'm saying, I'm back working. I got a good little job. I done got a promotion and shit. So I'm happy, man. My birthday is next week, so I'm super excited about that. You know what I'm saying? About to be 37. And shit. That's it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm geek, man. I'm going
Shit.
to Dave and Buster's.
Well, for your birthday?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too, bro. I like the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm still young enough to do kid shit. Like mentally, I'm young enough to do kid shit, but like physically, I feel old enough to do old people shit too. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? Like I could go sit on the porch and just watch niggas just walk past and watch cars drive past and shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I could also just like go kick it and do that. It's a good time, bro. It's a real good time.
I
So
ain't mad at that.
yeah, man. But today, man, we giving out flowers. You know what I'm saying? We are doing an artist spotlight. well, not an artist spotlight. What do we call it? We don't call it a spotlight. We
We
call
just
it
got
a
appreciation episode.
yeah, appreciation. Thank you. We ain't did one in so long. I don't forgot. We doing an appreciation episode, man. Where we find one actor or producer, writer, a director, just somebody in the industry, whether it's film or television, and we give them flowers. We give them pretty much spotlight and love for all that they have attributed to the industry. And you know what I'm saying, and gave us the years and years and years of uh entertainment. And today we are showing love to none other than the one and only Paul Giamatti. If you don't know who Paul Giamatti is, that's okay. We'll give you a slight breakdown of who this great actor is. He is first and foremost, he was born June 6th, 1967. He has been in films such as American Splendor, Cinderella Man. He's been in Black Mirror. He's been in billions. He's done voiceover work and things like Rick and Morty. He's been in documentaries. He's been a part of all kind of different projects, man. But most notably, for me at least, when I first seen who Paul Giamatti is, or first realized how great Paul Giamatti is, it was a movie called Big Fat Liar. And it was Paul Giamatti, it was Amanda Bynes, and Frankie Muniz. And this was a comedy movie. And the one thing to me that I always say about an actor um is that in order for you to be like a great, or in order for you to be like one of those like top dogs or like in that legendary status, you have to do two things for me. You have to be able to hold your own in drama, and you also have to be able to hold your own in comedy.
Mhm.
I hold comedy a little bit higher because making somebody laugh is not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to do stand up, but a comedic role is very, very tough. And to me, I feel like, especially somebody who isn't usually in a comedic role, for them to come into it and actually, you know, show up and show out is, to me, like, okay, that's talent, right? Like, you got the chops for it. So usually somebody that would be or somebody that would be in that lane would be like Robert De Niro, right? We've seen
Mhm.
Robert De Niro do countless and countless and countless movies of being in drama or action, or you know what I'm saying, like those serious roles. But then he does something like Meet the Fockers and he kills in it, right? Like he's doing a great job in that, right? Um I'm trying to think of somebody else who's kind of in that lane. Um,
Joe Pesci when he did
yeah, My Cousin
Home
Vinny.
Alone. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
my
Home
cousin
Alone too. Home
Home Alone.
Alone, My Cousin Vinny, absolutely. So like a Joe Pesci, but that's actually perfect, bro. Because like Joe Pesci is usually like in those series. I mean, Ray Liotta, he's
Yeah,
done it. You know what I'm saying? Leonardo DiCaprio, he's done it. Tom Cruise is another one. Tom Cruise is like the action guy. He's the heart throb. He's that guy. But in Tropic Thunder,
yeah.
he killed that
Robert
shit, bro.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Absolute. Brad Pitt is another one.
Yeah,
So you have these actors who have these like catalogs and catalogs of, you know, Academy Award winning roles, Emmy nominated roles, all of these roles for, you know, best actor, best film, best picture, best screenplay, all of these things. But the comedic role is where they get a chance to really like show their range, right? Paul Giamatti is definitely one of them. This year, Paul Giamatti, we talked about this a few episodes back. He was the star of a episode of Black Mirror, and in that episode, he pretty much was reminiscing on the love of his life, basically. But they had went through or he had went through a heartbreak with her because they broke up over some things, and he basically kind of like etched her out of his memory and etched her out of his life. But she had passed, and then he was basically invited to her funeral. And when I tell you, like, for somebody to steal a show, first and foremost, nobody else is really in this episode but him. It's somebody really just doing voiceover work, and then it's just him acting. For somebody to put on a clinic of acting the way that he did in that episode, for you to see him do that, and then you go watch him in a role where he's doing like comedy. If you see those two things, you'll understand why Paul Giamatti is getting the recognition that we're giving it. Well, the recognition and acknowledgement that we're giving him in this episode. I think that this is the perfect person to receive like these type of kudos.
Yeah. And I just want to piggyback off of the Black Mirror thing. So for the, you know what I'm saying, the day one fans that we have
Mm-hmm.
that saw that we had a trend of where we were doing all of the episodes of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
And if y'all were looking for the
Oh yes.
USS what
Callister.
Callister,
Yeah.
that part two, that's part of podcast. There's the episode that we
Yeah. We
lost.
lost
You
that
know what I'm
episode,
saying?
y'all. Sorry. It was my fault. It was my fault. So when I had initially downloaded it, it had, I think, either something had messed up or it maybe lost a connection or something, but it only 15 minutes of the episode downloaded. And by the time went back to go download it again, it had been deleted from the catalog. So we pretty much just lost everything. It was one of those episodes that was fun. It was a good episode, but I gotta be more on time with the things.
But that episode, I do hate that it's that people gonna miss that because we went in on that one.
Yeah.
But no, Paul Giamatti, man, like before I get into it, there's just a fun fact about Paul Giamatti, and if this episode ever got to him, he's probably going to be upset that this was brought up because this isn't something that he necessarily likes to talk about. They was talking about it on Dan Levitar's show a couple of years ago. So if y'all don't know who Paul Giamatti's father was, his father was Bart Giamatti, and he served as the commissioner of baseball, but he was only able to serve for 5 months before his untimely passing.
Okay.
Right. The dad also wrote 6 books, but within only 6 months, he is known for something that Paul Giamatti hate that his dad is known for because people still ask him about it. He gets pissed.
Yeah.
So within that 5 months, in that 5 months, he banned Pete Rose. He was the person who banned Pete Rose.
Oh, Giamatti's dad banned Pete Rose, bro.
He was the one who banned him.
Gosh.
He was the one who banned him. And so, like, every time, like, people be like, oh, can we reinstate him? Can we reinstate him? And it's like, you know, they're like, oh, well, Part Giamatti, he the one who banned him from baseball. And they kept that ban up until he died. Because I remember when Pete Rose died, was it early this year or late last year? It was one of them.
Earlier this year.
So they were saying that he was asked before if he passes and they put him in the Hall of Fame, and he was like, I wouldn't want it then. He was like, because I wouldn't be here. He was like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't even know. So he was like, whatever. But yeah, Paul Giamatti hates when people bring that to him.
I don't blame him.
But that is wild though.
Bro, if you are a baseball fan or if you just a sports fan, everybody knows. Really, you ain't even got to be a sports fan.
Didn't know that Charlie Hustle was the best baseball.
Yes. Fucking
one of
Rose was one of the best baseball players of all time.
Hits leader.
Easily a top 5 hitter. Easily a top 5
he's
hitter.
the hits leader. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, easily a top 5 hitter in baseball. Now, the reason that this is close to me is because I am also a Cincinnati Reds fan.
Okay.
But living in Ohio, bro, everybody knows Pete Rose,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it was like a long running joke in Ohio for quite some time that anytime something would happen in baseball, you would tell, they would say, yo, as long as he don't get Pete Rose, it's okay. As long as he don't get the Pete Rose, it's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is crazy to know that Paul Giamatti's dad is famous not only for being, you know, one of the
The
guys in
commissioner of
baseball,
baseball.
yeah, the
Yeah.
commissioner in baseball, but the one to get rid of old Pete.
Yep.
Yeesh. Yo,
That's crazy.
people really don't know how great that fucking Cincinnati Reds team was. Like that, Ken Griffey's dad was a part of that team.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. That's a fun fact for y'all people who
Yes.
don't know.
He
And he
played he
hates when people
played
bring that
with
up.
yeah, he played with Ken Griffey Jr.'s. Well, he played with Ken Griffey Sr. I'm saying it like his name ain't Ken Griffey. He played with
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Sr. Ken Griffey Sr. is also famous for what LeBron James just did, playing in the game with his son. They
Yep.
played for the Seattle Mariners when this happened, but I just know this because Ken Griffey Jr. is my favorite baseball player of all time.
Same.
Yeah, the kid was bro. I had my uncle buy me custom Seattle Mariners jerseys because of Ken Griffey Jr. It had my number and name on the back, authentic jerseys. That's when Majestic was the sponsor for the jerseys.
Bro. I got a story by King Griffey, bro. I mean,
Talk
it's
to me.
not what y'all think. It's not what
Yeah.
y'all think. But so when those Griffey ones came out,
Mm-hmm.
and this is another testament of my dad. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I wish I could have remembered this story when I did my podcast on my dad the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling my dad like that, I gotta get these shoes. Like
Yeah.
I gotta get these Griffies. So I'm telling all the kids at school, so this was 96. So I'm like in like the fourth grade or some shit like that, fourth, fifth
Yeah.
grade, something like that. So I'm telling them, like, y'all, I'm gonna get them Griffies. Like I'm telling you, I'm gonna get them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you're not gonna get them, you're not gonna get them. So man, I get the mugs. I'm talking about can't wait to go to school. I'm
Yeah.
talking about like they sitting up like just
Oh
ready.
man, on top of the
So
box.
you know what I'm saying? I get to school. The first thing I did, I leaned back and like kicked my
Mm-hmm.
leg out. And they was like, oh, he got him. And I was like, hey, boy, I was the man
Yeah.
that day. I was
Yeah.
the man that day because I told him I'd go
Yeah.
get those Griffies. But anyway, yeah, that's just a little story. But like
That's
I
dope.
said,
Man.
but
That's dope.
that he did shit like that for me.
Bro,
Like
I
if I
wonder. I
really,
wonder
really
if
wanted something, he would have got me.
that's what's up, bro. I wonder if Paul Giamatti is cool with Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr., bro.
That's a good question.
That'd be dope. That'd be real
That
dope.
is a good question. He might, I mean, he might be, but you know, I don't know just how he feels about being around a lot of baseball events. Cause like I
He
said, like
probably hate the fuck out of baseball.
yeah, because like people, I'm pretty sure people be fucking with him.
Yeah, he probably
You know what?
hate
I'm looking at his catalog. I bet you he don't have one baseball movie on here. I
you.
bet you he's never been in a
I don't
baseball
know. I
movie.
don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Let me see. Let's see. Let's look this up because that'd be crazy if he did that, bro.
Like I mean, like one that like actually like stand out. Like if he would have been in
Mm.
something like Moneyball or something, like I bet you if they called Paul Giamatti, I bet you like, yo, if you don't get the
Nope.
fuck out
He
of here.
was a part of a 2016 film called The Phenom.
Never heard of it.
Me either.
Oh, but
I'm sorry, he's a sports therapist who tries to help a troubled rookie pitcher who grew up with an abusive father.
interesting.
Very interesting. All
Interesting.
right.
So you spoke on what was your first thing, and for me, and this movie is now I'm looking at his catalog and see this came out in the same year.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to think the first time I ever seen him. I've seen Donnie Brasco, but it wasn't before I seen this movie. And I seen Dr. Doolittle and Saving Private Ryan. All of that came out in the same year. But the movie I'm talking about, which I've mentioned countless time on this platform. My favorite, like this movie, is in like my top 3, top 5 movies of all time. So Paul Giamatti was in The Negotiator, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all know how I feel about The Negotiator.
Right.
Shout out to Samuel Jackson. I can't really shout out the other person because you got some allegations swirling around. But I will say in this movie, Kevin Spacey killed that shit. But
Mm-hmm.
he played Rudy in this movie. When I tell you, he and Samuel L. Jackson's fucking chemistry in this movie is amazing. And this is the first time because I didn't know. To me, he was just like, this white guy in this movie. I didn't know who he was. So then once I started getting older and start really realizing like the talent that this dude got, I mean, you can look at his stuff. I mean, he went to Yale, Yale drama, all that type shit. So he's not no guy that just fell into acting. No, he actually because and when I say this, I'm not trying to be funny, but
Mm-hmm.
like when you look at a guy like Paul Giamatti, he's not George Clooney, he's
Right.
not Brad Pitt. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like a lot of the time when you see a guy or even a female that's not the most like attractive,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the times those be the ones where they skill is so good where it's like
Right.
we have to cast this person like even though he might not be like necessarily light on the eyes, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like his talent is so good. Like to me, out of all the people that we done, and look, we've done Denzel, we've done Leonardo DiCaprio, we've done some heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Giamatti might be, and I'm just saying, I don't think I've ever said this before, the person who I feel does it effortlessly. I don't know if I've ever said that before. It's
Yeah.
like he got this knack about him to where it's like you kind of forget that he's acting. Like he does it like so naturally where it's
Mm-hmm.
like this dude, he's like that good. Like
Yeah.
he's really like that good.
Yeah.
And what I love about our platform is that we're able to, even though like he's won Emmys and I think he's won an Oscar. I think he won. Has he won an
Um.
Oscar?
Hold on. Let me
He's
see.
been nominated for 2 Oscars. I don't know if he
Yeah,
won any of
he's
them. It just said he's
nominated
been nominated.
for. Yeah, no, he hasn't won any, but he was nominated for last year best performance for the holdovers,
Yeah.
leading actor, and then Cinderella Man in '06 for supporting role.
Okay. So he's been nominated for 102 awards and won 68. But even though, like
Mhm.
I say, this is a platform where we don't judge you by that. I mean, we'll mention them, but like yeah, I mean, like he's really that good, man. Like when I think about him playing Rudy, when I think about him playing in Jerry Heller, you know what I'm saying, in Straight Outta Compton. Like
Hey, let me tell you something. The way Paul Giamatti feel about people asking him about his dad, I know Jerry Heller's kids hate Paul Giamatti bro, because he played the hell out of that role, bro. I've never hated somebody more in my life
yeah,
watching a
yeah,
movie than watching him play Paul Giamatti, especially because you know the story of Jerry Heller and
yeah,
NWA, and then to watch him reenact that, you like every time he talk, I'm like, man, he probably just he might as well just take the money out their pockets right now. He might as well just hold a gun to them and rob them because that's what he's been doing this whole time. He was robbing the fuck out of them, bro. And
yeah.
he played the man, he killed that role, bro.
He did.
Damn, he did a great job at that role, bro.
Yeah, he did. Like that movie will be mentioned a little bit later. But
Mhm.
before we talk about some other stuff, gotta pay a bill real quick.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying, we gotta tell y'all about W Energy. Tired of energy drinks to give y'all little to no results? Then W Energy got you covered with a selection of energy or hydration drink mix in a variety of great tasting flavors. You know what I'm saying? Got my same cup here. Drinking lemonade today. That gives you no jitters, no crash, zero sugar, zero filter, just clean energy.
That's right. And with ingredients like coffee fruit extract and B vitamins, W is the best choice for energy or hydration. You can even get a cool shaker like the one S. Dot just showed you to mix your drink in. With designs inspired by content creators, anime shows, video games, and more, solo leveling collabs still going crazy. If you are a solo leveling fan, W is the place for you to be. So, if you are interested, go to w.gg, use our code VAPOD, and get 10% off your order. That's your first order, your next order, your last order, all your orders. 10% off using our code VAPOD. Just go to w.gg, order up in that promotion box, type VAPOD. If you don't want to do that, and you want to say, man, just send me there, then click the link in the description of this episode, and you can go there automatically. The discount will be applied, and you can get everything that you need. So remember, that's w.gg using our code VAPOD. Fuel up and stay focused with W.
Yes, sir. Yo, Paul Giamatti had me watching a movie about wine tasting, bro. I watched Sideways because of this dude. Now, the Sideways turned out to be fucking hilarious. It
Mhm.
did. When they ran that fucking car into that tree
Yeah.
all fucking time. That shit was funny as fuck. But he does well at playing like the little like goofy friend. You know what I'm saying? Because like the other guy was the one that was actually getting some, but he's the guy that wasn't. And it's like he does good at like kind of playing that like unattractive like friend or whatever, whatnot. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you another movie where I felt like he stole the show. Now I know when you think about this movie, especially it coming out in 2006, you hear these two names that I'm about to say, you're like, oh, okay. Around that time, they was big at that time. You had Edward Norton and you had Jessica Biel. But when I tell you, bro, when he was in The Illusionist,
Mhm.
stole the show, bro. And I remember there was like because The Illusionist, and if I'm not mistaken, The Prestige came out in the same year.
Right.
And like I remember there was this thing of like, which movie do you prefer, The Illusionist or The Prestige?
Mhm.
Even though The Prestige dealt with Christopher Nolan dealt with that movie,
Yeah.
but I've always more of an illusionist guy. Like I just felt like the inspector guy that he played in The Illusionist,
Mhm.
like you can take like the great thing about Paul Giamatti is you can take a guy in a modern day movie, a timepiece movie, or a comedy, and like you know what he is? He's a what do they call it? One size fit all like glove. Like this
Right.
motherfucker can do about anything. And I'll tell you one thing that I was upset about, and I think you'll feel me on this. When he played the Rhino for that
Spider.
little quick period,
Yep.
I wanted to see more.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to actually get maybe not a full movie of him playing the Rhino, but at least half a movie because we only really got to see him in short little glimpses in that movie.
Mhm.
And I was looking forward to him actually get more of him as the Rhino
Yeah, for
in that
sure.
movie. I think that would have been dope. That was the first Amazing Spider-Man, wasn't it? Or
No,
was it the second one?
that might have been the second one. I, no, it might have been the first one because I'm trying to think. That's the one with Garland. Is that his last name?
Uh it was no, it was Amazing
Andrew
Spider-Man
Garfield.
2.
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. It was two.
Yeah,
It was
it
two.
was the
You was right.
second
It
one.
was
Okay.
two. Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
because that's the one at the end where everybody is around and then he pop up out of nowhere
Yeah, because
and
he had broke out of jail.
save the little boy. Yep. But so man, listen, bro, we gotta go down the list of some of the big hits that this dude got, bro. 'Cause his catalog is crazy. Over 100 something credits. That's tough.
Yeah.
TV and movies. His first one was 1990. She'll Take Romance. Then after that, he did two more. 1993, he was in NYPD Blue, which was like that shit was like the Law and Order of the 90s.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What else did he do? He did Before and After in 96. He did Donnie Brasco in 97. Then he pretty much got, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much got his kudos from Private Parts in 97 as well, which was the story of Howard Stern. Big movie at the time. He was in My Best Friend's Wedding, Deconstructing Harry. He was in Homicide, Life on the Streets in 93. Sheesh. Oh no, it started in 93. He did an episode in 1998. My apologies. He was in The Truman Show. He was in Dr. Dolittle, Saving Private Ryan, The Negotiator, Cradle Will Rock. He was in Man on the Moon, Big Mama's House. I forgot about Big Mama's House.
Yep, I did too.
He was Martin Lawrence's partner.
Yep.
He did voiceover work for King of the Hill. He was in Planet of the Apes in 2001. One of my favorites, Big Fat Liar. He was in Thunderpants. He was in American Splendor. He was in Paycheck. He did Robots. He did voiceover work for Robots. He was in Cinderella Man. The Illusionist. What else? He did voiceover work for Ant Bully.
Oh, I forgot he was in Shoot 'Em Up.
Yep, Shoot 'Em Up. Fred Claus, which was great. He played Santa Claus in that. Mm-hmm. Another comedy. He played John Adams in a TV series. I'm sure that was like a mini series. Mm-hmm. He was in Duplicity. 30 Rock. He was on 30 Rock. Hangover Part 2. The Ides of March. Rock of Ages. He did voiceover work Turbo. He was in 12 Years a Slave. He was in the Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
2013. What's up?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all an undercover gem don't nobody know about, and I tell people all the time. One of the greatest movies that's under the radar is Parkland. But this is if you into this type shit.
About
the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, whoa.
So,
what?
Bro, I know I done told you about Parkland, bro. I've been really close with doing an episode of Parkland on fucking 28 minutes or less.
No,
so listen. So Parkland is a movie. So basically the movie starts where Kennedy is going down the road and then he gets shot. It's called Parkland because when Kennedy got shot, they took him to the Parkland Hospital in Dallas. Okay. So they showed them trying to revive Kennedy and all this type shit. And you know, Zac Efron is in it. He plays a doctor. So they kept trying to give him CPR, but you know, they couldn't save him. Right. So Paul Giamatti, who he is, so you know that one video that we got of the car coming down. He's the guy who filmed it.
Wow.
Paul Giamatti plays the guy who filmed it. So now the FBI is coming up to him. Everybody wants his thing, and he gotta give him the stuff. And then he ends up at the end. He wanted a copy because they wanted because they needed a copy of it to try to figure out where the shot came from. So that fucking because he plays a guy named Abraham something. But anyway,
Abraham Zapruder.
So he plays that guy. So anyway, the movie though, so Kennedy gets shot. So now it shows you how the people from the hospital are dealing with like not being able to say the president shit.
Right.
So like 3 days later, why is his name? Why am I only thinking of Booth? It's not Booth.
No, not John Booth. But you thinking
of Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, boy, I was about to say Walter Lee Scott.
So you stupid. So Lee Harvey Oswald, when he was being walked out,
Mhm.
Jack Ruby shot his ass.
Yeah.
So you know where they took him? Parkland
Parkland.
Hospital.
That's
So
crazy.
the same doctors that tried to save Kennedy had to try to save his life
Yeah.
3 days later.
Wow.
Like that movie is dope as fuck, man. Like I don't think it went to theaters, and I
Mhm.
think that's why like a lot of people, because when I tell people about it, that nobody's never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of Parkland.
Man, that shit is amazing, man. It is an amazing. It's on something right now. I saw it on something. I think it's
I'm
on
about to
Hulu
check
right
that out.
now.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah. Paul Giamatti plays the guy who actually filmed it. So yeah,
Wow.
that's a dope. It's a dope ass movie.
Okay, yeah. So if y'all listening, man, put that down on your list. Check that out because that's a very interesting movie. He was in Saving Mr. Banks. He was on an episode of Downton Abbey. Now, if you are a TV person, everybody knows Downton Abbey is one of those shows that like it's up there. It's like The
Mhm.
Wire, uh, Breaking Bad, Mad Men. What else? Friends. Downton Abbey is one of them. Like it's like the great TV shows. You know what I'm saying? This is Downton Abbey is one of those. We said Amazing Spider-Man 2, Madame Bovary. Uh, he was on the episode of Inside Amy Schumer. Yeah, I never mind. I don't even want to talk about that.
I'm
Not an
sitting here.
Amy Schumer fan.
I'm not either. But so the next one is San Andreas, right? Which
Yes.
he ended up winning an award for, which he wasn't in it a lot. But anyway, bro, I see in the future shit they're
Mhm.
doing a San Andreas 2, bro.
Nigga, what? What could they possibly do? San Andreas 2. Like the rest of the shit falls apart. I'm confused.
Oh man, that's funny.
They just put the Rock in anything, bro.
Well, I don't know if let me see how much information they got on it. He's playing the same guy. They don't have. Yep, they do got the Rock. They just got him and the Rock.
Nigga, you gotta have the Rock. That's the only
Okay.
way to get people to go watch that shit. Because there's not. First off, there's nothing. There was nothing left of San Andreas. So it's, at this point, California is just gonna be gone.
Well, you know they turned it into a love story. You know,
Man, you got to. You got
two
to.
love stories.
It's either that or it's a what's the name movie? A dystopian movie where it's like the end of the world type shit. Because
Man, you got a dude from the UK just willing to risk his life to save this girl that he just met in the lobby, bro. Like,
never.
well,
Hey, let me tell you something, nigga. If we fallen into the earth, fuck that lady. I'm out of there. Never, nigga, never. Give me a helicopter. I'm just gonna fly somewhere else. I'm not saving no goddamn body, man. That's let me tell you something about me. Don't put me in no apocalypse movie. Tell you that right
hey,
now.
you're gonna be like my man in Cloverfield. Oh, which
Yeah.
hold on. No, Cloverland Lane or something. The one with
Cloverfield Lane.
with
Lane.
oh man, what's my dude name? John Goodman. John
Yeah.
Goodman and Mary Elizabeth Winstead with her
Yeah,
finance. But
sure.
yeah, he was just in his bunker, bro.
Absolutely. Why the fuck are we outside trying to fight some fucking aliens, nigga? No.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. We don't got nigga. Bullets could barely stop humans. What the fuck make you think they're gonna stop aliens? Anyway. But yeah, no, I'm surviving all apocalypse. Like if it's zombies, you're a sacrifice. I'm telling you right now. Don't be around me. I'm not gonna feel bad about getting you turned into a zombie. None of that shit.
Hey, you'll be the guy that like in the quiet place, you'll be the guy that like, you know what I'm saying, that'll like whistle to get somebody else. No, not whistle.
Yelling. I'm screaming.
You'll be the one that you see somebody walking, like just creeping, and you throw a rock over there.
Man, what? No. I'm nigga, let me be in some shit and some sound happen and big ass monsters appear. Say something crazy to me. Do something crazy to me. Don't worry about it. When we walking down the street searching for supplies, and I'm running. I'm taking the fuck off. I got something for your ass. I know how to fix all that. But so he was also in Straight Outta Compton, of course, playing Jerry Heller. He was in the Ratchet and Clank movie. Wow, I didn't know that. He did The Phenom. Oh, Morgan. I forgot about Morgan. Morgan was the movie I was telling you about with what's her name? Anya Taylor Joy, where she
Mhm.
was she was like a science experiment basically. But she was actually a kid, but she was like a science experiment, like in vitro type shit. And they raised her up, but she was like a fucking like a weapon. Great movie. But he was in that. He was in BoJack Horseman, um, Private Life. Let me see. The Catcher was a spy. Lodge 49. He was in Big Mouth, Gunpowder Milkshake, which was a pretty good movie. He was in
Yeah.
that. Jungle Cruise. Um, he played John Adams and Benjamin Franklin, so I guess he reprised his role as John Adams. He did Rick and Morty, The Holdovers. He was in Billions, and then his last one was Black Mirror.
Yeah.
But he has a Star Trek movie coming up. He's reprising his role as Harold Levinson in Downton Abbey. Bro, he's in a Hostel movie. They got a Hostel movie coming out.
Mhm. It's
Yeah, he's
interesting.
in that. It's a movie called Only Apparently Real. He's supposed to be in. He's in a Battle of the Sexes movie that's coming up. He's also in an untitled musical comedy with Jesse Eisenberg, and then you said San Andreas too. So he's reprising his role in that. So he got some stuff coming up, man.
Yeah. And I will say this, man. Low key, the holdovers, pretty good movie.
Mhm. Yeah.
He killed that. He killed that. He plays this professor who he how do I, he's that professor, like nobody likes him,
Mhm.
right? He's the one that, actually make you like earn your grade. Like actually the what do you call them? Like the people who are like the head of like
Stickler. Yeah.
yeah. So
Did you
like
say he's the head of what?
no, like what do you call the people that be like the head of like a college?
Like the
Um
dean?
yeah, so like basically like the dean don't fuck with him because
Damn.
um so a guy, a rich guy's son came there, right?
Yeah.
And like he failed his ass.
Ah,
And
yeah,
like
man. Nah, you fucking up the funding, bro.
you could at least gave him a C. He said, "Oh, so I'm supposed to give him a grade because his dad got a building named after him." He like, "Yeah."
Yeah, nigga. The fuck? You wanna get paid, right, nigga? You want to rate?
Hey,
That's how this works, sir.
hey, but he's that type of guy in this movie. Like
That's hilarious.
nobody fucks with him. And
Yeah.
like, and so so this guy, so like every year, like there's students because it's like it's a private high school, and
Yeah.
every year there's some holdover kids who don't get to go home for Christmas break. So like one
Whoa, you
teacher
know
got to
what?
stay.
I seen a little bit of this. This is like for when they supposed to be going on break,
Yeah,
and then
and
the
he had to
other
stay.
kids there. Yeah.
But the reason he had to stay because it was this other dude responsibility, but he said his mom had like gout or some shit.
Yeah.
And so, like the guy said, "Do your mom got this?" You're like, "I don't know. We don't talk about things like that."
Yeah.
They just basically fucking put that shit on him and made him stay. So he had to end up staying there, and you just see like all of these flaws that he have throughout the movie. He got this some condition to where like you smell like fish or something, and then like he got a fucking glass eye and shit. Like
Yeah.
it's just like he like everything that could be wrong is wrong with him.
Yeah.
And like
But
nobody
see, that's what I'm saying. It's a role like that only Paul Giamatti can play.
exactly. Only he could have played that role.
Yeah.
But
He
nah, the
it,
whole
that's
was
that's
like,
for sure him. And I think that's the like the greatness for him, right? Like is to be able to um be as good as he is and have like those type of roles. Cause like if you think about it, it's only like a handful of actors who can like do that, right? Like if you think about a guy like Forrest Whitaker,
yeah.
and you look at the catalog that Forrest Whitaker has had and like some of the roles he played, if you look at those roles, like you like, man, bro, only Forrest Whitaker can play this. Like nobody else would be good in this role.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about the Godfather of Harlem. Like who else could you see in that role? You know what I'm
And
saying?
I've seen one guy, but it was really short portray
Mhm.
Robert Johnson, Bumpy Johnson, and that was your boy with Clarence that was in Tales from the Hood.
Clarence Williams III.
Yeah, he played him for
Yeah,
a quick little minute in
American
American
Gangster.
Gangster.
Yeah.
But as far as like a long like series, like yeah, like now that after I've been watching it for about 4 seasons, it's like yeah, he was the perfect person to portray Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah, and I think like when you're that type of actor who can get like a role, and it's just like I the way I see it is when certain things come up, especially like as far as like auditions and stuff, like he's one of those guys where the role is written for him.
Yeah,
Like not for him to audition, but like, yeah, we need Paul Giamatti in this, so we're gonna write this for Paul Giamatti. And it don't have to be like a lead role. It could be a supporting role. It might even, excuse me, it might even be a cameo. But I feel like they write roles for him to get him, you know what I'm saying, like to do his thing. So yeah, salute to Paul Giamatti, man. From what they say, 1990.
yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Hmm.
That's crazy. That's what? One, two, that's 20 plus.
Bro, and the crazy part about it, this is the crazy part.
No, that's 30. You
Bro,
tripping.
his dad died September the 1st, 1989.
Mm,
And his first movie come out in 1990.
dang. So he was working the whole time. And that's crazy, bro.
Yup. No, dude, you see what his whole name is? That's crazy.
No.
It's Paul Edward Valentine Giamatti.
He is Italian as fuck.
But
That's some Italian shit.
it says yes, he has an Italian
Yep.
ancestry, but also German, English, Dutch, Scottish, and Irish.
Yeah, for sure. But he damn sure Italian. Giamatti already tell you Italian, but Edward Valentine is Italian as fuck.
Yeah.
Because
No,
I guarantee you it's really like Paul Eduardo Valentino or some shit like that. But he just Americanized the fuck out of it.
yeah.
That's dope though, man. Listen, it's not a lot of people who can step into his shoes. It's not a lot of people that can take the journey that he's taken and be able to get the type of work that he's done to have over. I'm sorry, because I said it wrong. I said 100 credits. He has almost 300 credits to his name, bro. 295. He almost, bro, and that's actor, producer, um, what I want to say director too.
Well, I mean, when you look at a background, he majored in English at Yale, and he
He
also
went to Yale.
obtained and he also obtained a master's degree in fine arts at
Hmm.
Yale as well. So,
Oh well, there you go.
and yeah, acting roots in theater in his college days at Yale. So, like you know what I'm saying? He this wasn't no accident. Like this
No,
was, you know what I'm saying?
to do it
This
from
was
Yale though is yeah, that's fire. To
yeah,
get into Yale off rip is fire, but to be able to do like fine arts from there is yeah. So it was kind of destined for him to be in this position
yeah,
for sure. That's I like that. That's fire, bro. So hold on. So yeah, so actor, producer, director. You know what I'm saying? Um, he has 7 movies that he's produced. He directed one of them, which is tough because It's not a lot of people that's able to do that.
I'm surprised he's only done it once.
Let me see. I don't think he starred in it. Well, I don't think he
It was
was in it.
the episode. Break
Episode.
2015.
Okay, that's cool. That's what's up.
So he's
That's
just done
what's
the
up.
show. Yeah.
All right, man. So in these episodes, we don't do fire flames. We do top three. So what do you got, man? Top three Paul Giamatti films.
Okay. Top three. Well, easily Negotiator.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Parkland. Now this is where it get tricky because it's not a movie, but it kind of is a mini movie. That eulogy, that shit was fire, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit was fire. That's why we even doing this episode right
Yeah.
now. Anyway, um, there's another one, but I just feel like I feel like I can't leave that out, man. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
rock with Parkland, Negotiator in that episode of Eulogy, man, because that shit was fire.
All right. So I'm gonna give Eulogy an honorable mention, but my top three is of course Big Fat Liar because you gotta watch it. That's a movie that when I tell you how great Paul Giamatti is, you have to watch that film because him playing his name was Marty. I think his name was Marty Wolf in that film. Him playing Marty Wolf, he's playing a big time like producer director in Hollywood, and like they write Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes write like this. It ain't even like a screenplay or nothing. They just write this story about this character or whatever for like school, and they end up leaving it somewhere, and he finds it and he takes it and like revises it into a script
Mhm.
and sends it in, and like everybody is fucking with this. So they get to school, they supposed to show their project, but they don't have their project. Comes on TV, Marty Wolf has this movie called Big Fat Liar. And it's basically Dave's school project. So they like, yo, what the fuck? So they like, bro, we on his ass. We gotta get this. So they trying to negotiate with him, all this other shit. He talking big shit. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Da, da, da. Like he talking crazy. Bro, they fucked his life up. My nigga. They turned his life upside down. And he is going through hell and high water, bro, because he stole these kids' school project to turn it into a script. Hilarious, bro. He in here dancing, he making jokes. Like he's really like doing his thing in this. Um, the other one is Fred Claus. Shout out to my man Vince Vaughn. Great story. So usually we get movies like this, and it's always about Santa Claus. Well, this one is about the brother of Santa Claus. So Vince Vaughn plays Paul Giamatti's brother. Paul Giamatti plays Santa Claus. Vince Vaughn plays Fred Claus, who's like the black sheep of the family. And another comedy slash feel good movie, but it's a great movie, especially
Yeah, we
for
did an episode on this. So
yeah,
go back to the archives. Yeah.
yeah. But it's a great movie. And then last but not least, of course, him playing Jerry Heller in Straight Outta Compton. You got to give him credit on that, bro, because like he really did a lot of carrying for that movie. You know what I'm saying? Like the actors, they did a great job in it, and a lot of them, like this is they like first time playing like a big role. Like O'Shea Jackson Jr. is in it.
Mhm.
Um, I forgot what the one dude's name is. That played Dr. Dre. But
Uh,
he was like at that time he was in like a bunch like that really got him.
that's when he blew up,
Yeah, Jason Mitchell played Easy E. Yup,
but yeah,
he was doing his thing at the time. But the dude that played Dr. Dre, he was getting roles off of this movie. Like he ended up in Walking Dead.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like this was like a big thing. So like it was a lot of their first like major movie. And Aldous Hodges in it. How can fucking I forget that? He
yep,
played he played Ren. Yeah, he played Ren. He had MC Ren in that. But Paul Giamatti carrying this movie as Jerry Heller and like kind of helping the story progress and everything else. It was great. So those are my three, man. But since we're done with that, let's get into the coming soon. You ready?
yes, sir.
Soon to own on video and DVD.
All right. The next one, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Stupid, man. Why you just switch up like that, man?
Because I forgot this is on the list. So, so I don't listen. This is the fun thing about this podcast. We put stuff on the list, and because we do so many episodes, we don't really check the list until it's time to do like coming soon. And we really don't check the list like until it's time to like add other stuff to the list. So adding this at the time, I'm sure we thought like this is like
It was something funny. You know what it was? You was talking about old dude, how he was like, and you sent me a video of him being like a dance instructor or some shit.
Darren's dance grooves, yes.
Yeah. And you were like, yo, we gotta do Stump the Yard.
That's for sure. This is going to be a fun episode, and I'm going to tell you why it's going to be a fun episode. First and foremost, Stump the Yard is a fantastic movie. I fuck with Stump the Yard. That's one of the ones. But when I tell you one of the greatest moments of Stump the Yard is seeing Chris Brown on film. Everybody is excited. This is like one of Chris Brown's like first movies. Everybody is excited for this shit, bro. Everybody is going there. Chris Brown friends all around the world are going to see Stump the Yard. This nigga was only in a movie like 15 minutes.
Hey, this boy got killed like 5 minutes in the movie, bro. Like,
hey, bro, when I tell you the disappointment on niggas, bro, when this shit came out, niggas was like, wait a minute. I know this nigga ain't out the movie. This nigga was out of there, bro. So, yeah, this is going to be fun, bro. It's so much shit to this movie. First off, all them niggas look way too old to be in college. Except Chris Brown looked like he was supposed to be in college. The rest of them niggas were way too old to be in college, bro. Way too old, bro. So yeah, we gonna have fun with this episode, man. Stump the Yard. Go back and rewatch it if you haven't seen it in a long time. Or if that's your favorite movie, tune on in, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the place to be. So we could talk about it. You can also hit us up on the socials. Chat it up with us about whether it's an appreciation episode, a TV show we covered, or a film we covered. Always feel free to hit us up on social so we can talk about it. We're always free to do that. But if you want to hit us up individually, you can follow me on Twitter. My screen name. Actually, I take that back. Let's change this up. You can follow me everywhere at Scoots Bronson. So I finally went back on all my socials and just changed it to Scoots Bronson. Some of them had like Scoots Bronson, other one had like Scoots Bronson TV. I forgot. I think I had one of them. It was like Scoots B or some weird shit like that. I don't know what I was thinking, but all of my socials are Scoots Bronson. You can follow me on every major platform. Follow me on TikTok for sure. I'm doing a lot of different content on that as well. But that's all I got.
And y'all can follow me at s.foster8 on Instagram, TikTok, and X. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less. I did put out an episode where I was just basically honoring my father. So it's an episode of me talking about my dad. So go check that out on all major platforms, and that's all I got.
That's what's up, man. First and foremost, RIP to your family members who passed.
Appreciate it.
Condolences to you and the family. I know it was a very rough time for you, but just know, bro, that not just me, you know what I'm saying, the Viewers Anonymous family, excuse me, the Viewers Anonymous family and fanfare, we always here for you, bro. So gotta get that out the way. Gotta say that. That's super important. And lastly, if you enjoyed this episode, if you didn't enjoy this episode, if you too want to give flowers to the great Paul Giamatti, do so by hitting our socials. Hit us up individually. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. As always, your support is greatly appreciated. There could be no us without you. And until the next episode, like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.